Hi, Mark T the Handyman. Today I'm going to show you how I made some custom shelves for storage. Let's get started. So when we moved into this house, we had no storage at all in this one room, but I wanted to utilize the space. But I couldn't find anything online that satisfied the storage needs that we had. So I decided, okay, let's see if I can make something. So that's how we got here, okay? These shelves are specifically made to store these containers. One on the top shelf, two on the middle shelf, and then three on the floor. As you can see, containers that are stored on the floor actually accommodate the gray with the green top and the red with the green top. They're the only shelf that can do that. The gray container is a little bit bigger than the red one. The next two only have the red containers on them. That was definitely by design. The next thing I needed to do was how am I going to get that up there without any kind of partition in the middle? So I figured, okay, let's see if I can design something. So I needed storage to accommodate the containers, but not just one or two, all the way across. Some of these containers are pretty heavy, and I didn't want that center beam. So this is the design I came up with. 2 foot wide and 2 by 4 by 105 all the way across. And then the measurements from top to bottom, the bottom shelf is 42, then there's 39 and 18. And that'll accommodate the space from my floor all the way to my ceiling. So this is custom made to this room. And these are the parts I used. The first thing I did was make the two shelves using the measurements I had. I did not put the top board on because it'd be too heavy. Makes it a little bit easier when I'm lifting them up. The next thing I did was I had to find the studs in the wall using my stud finder. So I found the 6 studs that were from right to left, and I marked them. And I also marked them on the shelf that I was going to install. The next thing I did was I took a 4 foot 2 by 4 and I placed it right underneath where the new shelf is going to go. The new shelf's not installed yet. I attached it to the wall. The reason I did that, when I get the new shelf up there to install it, I can put it on that 2 by 4, and I built a wedge that was on the floor and then wedged up against this. At that point, now I can put the screws in the studs and then attach this other beam over here. This is the corner beam. This is the only beam that comes from floor all the way to the ceiling. A little bit of information how I actually got the shelf into the wall studs. Before I put the shelf up against the wall, I had already drilled pilot holes where I knew the studs were going to go, and then I used these 3-inch wood screws. I also attached it over here to this stud, so now that's what supports this. Building the shelf, I actually clamped it together. I had pilot holes here, and then I drilled with the same wood screws. Just a little bit of information on that. So now I got the shelving up, and I attached the beam from the floor all the way to the ceiling for support, and then I added this beam right here just to give it a little bit more support. After that, it was just a matter of measuring up the top board and then cutting it and putting it on. And this is the result. So here's the final product. Custom-made shelves for storage containers. But you don't have to put storage containers on your project. Make it any size you want. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up or a like. If you want to see more, push my subscribe button. Thanks for watching.